Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Fred. I got a video today from the Financial Coffee Channel. Work sucks. Why bother working? Why people don't even want to work anymore? Let's check it out. These guys grab them below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. It's chow time.
If I can just be real about something for a second, I hate working because I hate working. I hate it.
I just got home from my 9 to 5 and I posted up in my parking lot and I'm just having a reflective moment. And I was just...
What? You came home and you didn't go in right away? You stayed in your car just to, collect yourself for a moment? Oh! That sounds familiar.
thinking about how crazy it is for those of us who have to work a 9 to 5 to survive. We're all in the same chokehold. Like, I'm exhausted after work. It's beautiful outside right now, and I don't even have enough energy to go to the gym or go for a walk. Like, I don't even...
Isn't it funny? It's so beautiful outside to be working. Oh, it's so gloomy outside to be working. Oh, it's so rainy outside to be... It doesn't matter what's outside. It's going to be too much of it to be working for them.
I don't have enough energy to get out of the car yet.
Can someone tell me why employers will ask you in for an interview, they're not gonna hire you on my resume?
It's called to get to know you. And if you don't match the criterias in person or you say stupid shit, they have the ability to say no.
It is very clear I have never been a receptionist before. I do not have experience being a receptionist, so they knew that going into this. They still asked me in for an interview, had the interview, I thought it went somewhat okay. Get a message the next day and they said, sorry, you didn't get the job. We wanted someone with experience, so we hired someone that's been a receptionist before. What do you mean? What do you mean you wanted someone with experience?
Okay. Now you get upset about this. Now you would also get upset if they didn't even give you an interview at all because you don't have any experience. That's the problem that the victim mentality has. Either way it goes, it's going to be their problem. Or it's their fault. It's never my fault. Oh, I got the interview. Oh, but, why did they interview me if they knew I didn't have experience? And then the other side of it is oh, I don't have an experience. They never even gave me an interview. They never even gave me a chance. Either way, you're fucked as a fucking employer to these types of people.
Experience. Babes, you knew I didn't have experience. Like, what is the point in wasting someone's time and giving them false hope if you knew they didn't have the requirements that you were looking for? I feel like finding a job these days is going to be the reason that I absolutely lose the plot.
I know the market's bad. And I don't know what y'all are looking for, but it ain't me, because this is month 8, 9, I don't know.
You don't even know what month you're in, girl? That's probably why you can't get hired, because you don't know what day you're in.
Done 100 interviews.
No, stop being a liar. Cap. 100 interviews? Really? Really?
Probably that close. It's probably 89 or something. I've done multiple
Maybe 69?
rounds. Multiple fucking rounds. Why do I never secure the job?
The WNBA should be called the welfare of the NBA because it's fully subsidized by the NBA. So next time women complain about the gender pay gap between WNBA players and NBA players, tell them to stop watching the Kardashians and support the WNBA.
I'm literally 6 months into my first corporate job and I
Look at the cat just looking at her. She's about to spout some BS right now. I know it.
already want to quit. The fact that I don't like my job and the people suck and it's just horrible. It's actually a pretty nice job. I love my coworkers. It's all around great. If you look at it at face value, it's great. My one thing that I hate most is the fact that it's been 6 months and I literally feel like nothing has happened in the past 6 months. I work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Actually, no, it's more 8 to 5. And sometimes it's 5 to 5. I'll be going through my work week and then by the time it gets to Friday, I'm just so exhausted to the fact where I can't do anything on the weekend anymore. Something needs to change in this work culture because this is not cutting it. Because I'm not gonna go through my entire...
This is what people have been doing for hundreds of years now in the United States. They worked 9 to 5s, came home late, and still found the energy to be fathers, found the energy to mow the lawn, found the energy to do the house improvements, take out the trash, do all this extra stuff that stay-at-home mothers didn't do. Now all you do is work, and you can't even come home and take care of yourself and do all the other extracurricular activities you want to do. But you still, women want to talk shit about fathers, about how fathers are so tired and never want to help. Yeah, because they worked from 5 to 5, 9 to 5, fucking 5 to fucking 7, 12, 10, 13-hour days. Of course they're going to be tired.
Life working for like 40 years, and then like I wake up one day and I think about it and I'm like, wow, it's been 40 years and I've done literally nothing. The only caveat with quitting this job is that I will not have any money. So how am I supposed to live? Like, what am I supposed to do? I don't understand. Anyway, that's my rant for today.
What's with the jobs these days with the second, third, fourth interview? Like I'm interviewing for now. Like if I'm going for top executive of the CIA, why do I gotta meet with the top?
Why? Because every time they've done the 1-2 interviews, they've still got shitty candidates. So they decided, you know what? Instead of hiring shitty candidates and having to deal with them, firing them later, back and forth, training these people, we're just gonna add 2 more interview steps in there to make sure.
Executive of the company. Like what's going on?
Like even my friend, engineer, he just found a new job. He did 5 interviews with the company and didn't get it. He didn't complain about it. He just did another 5 interviews with another company and then he did get it. Some companies just want to do that. What the fuck? What are you going to say? You want the job or not?
I love her cat. He's so cute, like a baby.
Yeah.
He just watches her while she's talking like a kid will do. So she's complaining about nothing has happened at her job. But what does she expect to happen at her job anyway? Does she want to have fun and excitement at work? I think she loves to see drama and gossip at work. But because she probably works at a place where there's little to no drama, she hates it. And my guess is that she works in a male-dominated industry, such as IT or engineering. I swear to God, these modern women are delusional. Most jobs are not supposed to be fun.
Never.
Most jobs are really boring and repetitive. And that's why it's called work, baby. And
Everybody thinks YouTube is so glamorous. I'm like, oh, you do YouTube? I do the exact same thing every single day. I look for videos, I source videos, I record, I edit. That's what I do all day. What's so glamorous about this lifestyle? Like 365, I'm doing that. You know, maybe and occasionally I'll take a day off and go do other things. But I do it every day, but I still have time to go out and do things with my friends, go out to eat, go out to dates or spend time with people. I'm not that tired, even though I have a regular job too. So working a normal 9 to 5 and not working on extracurricular activities like YouTube or side hustles, and then you're still tired? How do you expect men to do 3-4 side hustles and still give you time of day?
And that's why we have fun activities like going to the movies, watching football games, or traveling just to distract our minds from work.
Yep.
I can just be real about something for a second. I hate working. I hate working. I hate it. All I want to do is get out of my bed, garden, and talk about Bravo and housewives and celebrities and pop culture and whatever's trending on Twitter and do more all day and get paid handsomely for it. I'm literally way too pretty to be doing manual labor and to be a nobody and
Girl, you may be a 5. You're not too pretty to do anything.
like treated badly from my work. Like, I'm so over this. I swear to God, this year will be my year where I'm getting paid for actually doing the things that I want to do because I hate working.
That dream of doing things you want to do and making great money and that's not life. It really is not, guys. Guess what? You're going to have to do shitty things to get ahead in life. You have to do fucking things you don't want to do to get ahead in life. It's part of life. Don't think that you're going to have to do everything that you enjoy and love throughout all of your life. Guys, I told you, I worked 20-hour days, 3 years straight, 7 days a week at my own gas station. Did I want to do that? No. I didn't even get paid for it. That's the thing that you guys don't even know. I didn't even get paid for it because it's family business. I just needed to do it to help it freaking stay afloat so my family didn't go bankrupt. That was it. You know, like, I didn't even get paid. 3 years straight, guys. It happens. I don't think people understand the hard work and the tribulations that life has for you. And doing favors for people. Yes, I admit probably my family took advantage of me helping out with the business and not paying me. But look at where I'm at now because of the work ethic, everything out, my YouTube. It all worked out. Why? Because I worked at it. I kept on trying.
I hate it.
You can't make this up, man. She thinks she's too pretty to do manual labor, and she wants to be paid to watch Bravo just to talk about celebrity and pop culture. That's unbelievable. But when you think about it, that's what the vast majority of these women want to do. Watch the Kardashian and the Real Housewives of Miami, Atlanta, LA, or whatever city. Oh, and that's also why the Kardashians are so rich. Because it's mostly women who watch these shows and buy their crappy products. And that's also why WNBA players don't make enough money. I mean, think about it for a moment, right? There are way more women than men, okay? NBA players make a lot more money than WNBA players because men watch the NBA. Women don't support the WNBA. Actually, men support the WNBA a lot more than women do. WNBA players are broke because women don't watch the WNBA. It's that simple. I know I went off topic a little
I mean,
bit.
how weird for it to be a guy to wear a WNBA jersey out in public. It'd be kind of awkward.
But it was my transition to the next video.
I just realized why I hated working for somebody else so much. I'm happy with working really hard so that I can reap the benefits later, but what I'm not okay with is working really hard so that I can continue to work really hard and continue to do the exact same thing that I'm doing all day, every day, for the rest of my life without an exit plan. I'm not talking about retirement because waiting until I'm 65 to live my life just doesn't sound fun. Totally fine for some other people, not for me.
There is literally
Totally fair for other people, not for... Who gives a fuck if it's for other people, not for you? You're gonna have to live it.
no reason on God's green earth that people should have to build for themselves
The earth is blue.
on LinkedIn to even stand out to a job. Why on earth do I have to build a business to get into a business? Like at that point,
Wait, what? Why do I have to build a business to get into a business? What, you just want a business handed to you or something? I'm confused.
I might as well just pursue being an entrepreneur because I'm already building a brand for myself. I saw another girl talk about it and I'm so glad someone else is talking about it.
Everybody thinks that this entrepreneur thing is just, oh, I brand myself and I just get the beat. No, that's not what entrepreneurship is. You are trying to start businesses, run businesses, and then you also build your image along the way. Not you're just building your image. Like if you build your image and you have no skills of value, who the fuck wants to hire you for what?
Because it makes me so angry over the fact that we have to literally find a way to stand out in the application when we're literally already applying. Like, why is applying for the job not enough? And don't even
Because there's other people doing it. What the fuck? That doesn't even make sense. So everybody that just shows up for the job gets it? Is that what you're trying to say?
we started on networking. I'm so annoyed at the fact that people have to network to get into jobs now. What about people who
It's always been like that. If you guys know the right people, you don't even have to be qualified for the job. You know the right people. Hey, can you help me get me in? Fuck yeah, dude. You're my buddy. Boom. You got a position. It's not about what you know. It's about who you know.
literally don't have the network? You know what I mean? Like, obviously, the Nepo babies and the people higher up that have a lot of money are gonna get the job because they have connections, right? But back to the LinkedIn thing, I would dream of a day that we go back to the days where you could just apply to a job and then that would be it. They would just literally assess you on experience, on your resume, on interviews, everything like that. Instead of making
I can somewhat agree with that. LinkedIn, I feel, is such a propaganda made by the companies themselves to be able to just make it so employees can't talk shit about them.
fake listings on LinkedIn because you already hired an internal candidate, or scrolling through LinkedIn through a bunch of clickbait posts. That could not be me. That literally could not be me. And it's sad because if it's not you, you have such lesser chances of getting a job. I just think it's crazy what
So look at that. So you decide to not do a particular task because it's not you, and you know the outcome of not doing that task is you're going to get less job prospects, and then you're going to complain about job prospects. Gotcha.
the job application process has came to. And it's almost one of those things that you kind of just feel defeated before you even start because no one can do all that. And it just makes me so angry. Like, so angry. I don't know if anyone else has
No one can do all that, but yet people are getting hired, girl.
even noticed it on LinkedIn, but it's literally Twitter, but for corporate.
Yeah, I agree with
But
that.
even
I agree
Twitter
with
doesn't
that.
even have that much clickbait post. Don't get me wrong, there are stuff on LinkedIn that genuinely are so good to read.
Nah, I
but it's
disagree.
just like, I know you all are doing this because you want to get hired, because you have to
Agreed.
build a personal brand. I don't know, it's just so frustrating to me, like, the lengths and the hoops that we go through now just to even get into the door. Because why do I, as a candidate, have to stand out through LinkedIn? Shouldn't my resume and my experience speak for themselves? So frustrating being Gen Z and going for a job. I don't care.
I can agree with this one. I agree that companies are using LinkedIn and LinkedIn profiles and stuff way too much to hire candidates, because there's people that just don't have a LinkedIn persona, and sometimes they don't get hired because of it. I do agree about that.
Anyone says being Gen Z and going into the job search right now, it is awful. So
But the other thing is, even my best friend says it. He works for Google. He says, just because you don't want to play the game doesn't mean you're going to win, right? You have to play the game the way the game is set out to be played. And you have to figure out ways to get around the barriers that the game puts for you. LinkedIn, I agree, it's a shit show. But if you know how to do LinkedIn very well and you know how to boast your LinkedIn, guess what? It's going to give you major prospects of jobs. That's the shitty thing about what this mentality is. I don't want to do something because I don't like it or I'm above it, but that's probably going to be the best method to get what you want.
so awful.
And in all fairness to her, companies are posting jobs that they don't even have. And they are not
True.
even hiring for these jobs. It's almost as if they are playing games with people's hopes and dreams. I think it should be illegal. They are wasting people's time, energy, and money.
Yeah, there is a lot of research saying that companies just post jobs just to look like they're hiring and look like, they're growing, but really they don't even interview for these positions. So I do agree on a lot of these things too, just the mentality and the work ethic stuff.
Takes time, energy, and sometimes even money to look for a job and to apply for a job. Now you might ask yourself, why are they posting jobs that they are not even hiring for? Well, there are several reasons. Number one, it makes it look as if the company is growing, even the company is not actually growing, which in turn looks good to potential investors.
Yep.
And number two, companies are always looking for the perfect job candidate. They always want to hire highly talented people. It doesn't matter if the economy is good or bad. They always want to hire the best of the best and the cream of the cream. And what's the best way to find exceptionally qualified people? Post jobs to make it seem like there are always open job positions. But it's all a scam, and it should be illegal, don't you think?
Agreed. I may go in on these women and like the younger people about the job and work ethic and stuff, but I do agree how the job market out there is pretty fucked. How companies post fake jobs, do fake interviews with you. I've also heard about those things. So yes, there are some things back and forth that I feel I'm a little harsh on, but just look how they post on the internet complaining about these things. No, you just gotta check it in the chin and move forward and keep going. Please subscribe down below. Really appreciate that. I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.